Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. It's Friday, March the 19th, the year 2019. Let's talk trading, weekly wrap up. Okay, wrapping up the week. I know you've used stellar money and risk management on each and every trade this week. And if you haven't, let me know. So then that way I can maybe convince you that you need to do that. Use money and risk management. Okay, so those of you, if you're just now tuning in, once again, we've had a week where all the weekly opens gaps have filled. Okay, you can see on the weekly, the euro yen has made a low and it's bounced about 20 pips off the low at the moment. And as far as the wick zones go, once again, you can see here on the weekly, we're within the zones, and on the bottom, we crossed above the bottom of the candle here. So on the day, opened, went into the lower wick zone, and came up. So we've got a green day, but a red week, green month, and green year. You can see it looks like we're going to close over the yearly open once again. Whoops. Looks like I messed up. Hold on. Sometimes when I try and move things around, I accidentally get the cursor in the wrong spot. So here we go. Since this week we were looking at the wick zone, we weren't really looking at the opening range, but you can see here, this is the opening range for day one. We came out the bottom here. We just poked our head through the top here on Wednesday, came back out the bottom, came back in. So you can see how you can trade out of these zones. And then here you can see we came for the first day of the year. We came in and out, in and out, in and out. And now we're just hanging right around the high for the first day of the trading year. And you can see here for the month, we dipped back in last week and we've been above ever since. So for those of you trading opening range breakouts, once again, you had to wait, but it was paid off. And one other thing you have to realize, you see here, for those people wanting those 100 pip runs, sometimes you just don't get them. So you have to use price action. And once again, using the wicks will indicate when it's time, it's okay to take some profit. And even if it's quote unquote wrong, you've still exited a trade profitably. First trading day of the month. And you can see here, we're still below the March open, but January, February, April, we're above those opens. And within the ranges, you can see it's where these ranges are. Here's the April opening day range, and we've got the February range. You can see here we're right around the high of February and January. Now I grabbed it wrong again. Here we go. Looking at the inside bar, and some traders out there are really liking these inside bars on the daily and the weekly. So you can see there's lots of opportunities to break out of the inside bar on the weekly, so you can check those out. As far as the month, you can see here we've got one, the New Zealand CAD. It's 32 months ago. It's almost 3 years. But here we broke out of the weekly inside bar, and it came back, broke out again, and dived back in. And for the range, I mean, let's talk anemic. Is today a holiday? Yeah, actually it is. What is it? Good Friday. And probably all bets are off as far as trading. It's past noon in New York, so you can see not much range at all. And here we're looking at, right here, we're looking at the holos. Monthly, weekly highest, daily highest on the D1. Here you can see here, daily, weekly, low. There was a place to get in. See, we're 15 pips above. And we're looking at the buy zone. Long bias triggered. Not much happening. Like I said, this is an anemic day due to the holiday. Rat zone, no rat zone. Only 18, 19 pips range. On the pivot, for some strange reason, it's not wanting to click. There we go. You can see we haven't hit the pivot there. So we've got some missed pivots this month. One here. That one was filled. We've got a missed pivot here and a missed pivot here. We still have a missed pivot here from March and 2 from January. And then 2 from last year. So missed pivots are stacking up. Look for those pivots to fill. Price action, as always, not much today. The 19 pip range. It's really anemic. I hope traders are taking the day off, because obviously there's just no pips to be made. Here we had a wick zone trade, in and out, touched it and bounced. On my trading screen, you can see here nothing got triggered. There's just nothing happening at the moment. Really nothing. You can see we haven't hit the line. Look at this, just nothing is happening. So that's it. Today's video will be short and sweet. Oh, I hope you had a good week, have a good, safe holiday weekend. And so when you come back to trading next week, just remember, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. And so let's all come back and drain the banks.